Thank you. When I was a boy, it was customary for children to help out around the house. I had to make my bed in the morning, keep my room reasonably tidy, take out the garbage, and run errands for my mother. But whenever I could sneak a spare moment or two, I used to gobble up stories about the great explorers, to face the unknown in a flimsy little wooden boat, to brave stormy seas, never knowing for sure that a giant sea monster wouldn't emerge from the ocean depths, to discover unknown worlds, undreamed of riches, to return home a hero, honored by king and country. Now that was a life for a man, and those were the days to live in. Like any youngster, I rebelled on occasion, but in those days when children disobeyed, we were disciplined. And I mean disciplined hard. Grown-ups assumed that children needed discipline and that it was their job to give it to them. Children, then as now, assumed that grown-ups simply didn't understand. And no one back then ever even mentioned that my heroes, the explorers, needed discipline, every bit as much as they needed courage and daring to do. More after this word. To tell you the truth, I am really envious of young boys and girls today. Why, they don't just read about the valiant deeds of adventurous men. They go right along with our astronauts as they conquer outer space. They're right along with them inside the space capsule, taking over when machines go wrong. They're along on perilous spacewalks and complicated docking maneuvers. They're the first men on the moon, and the lessons they're learning at first hand are nothing short of incredible. They're learning about bravery. They're learning about endurance. They're learning about hard work, initiative, and cooperation. But more important of all, they are learning what discipline is all about. When Space Control issues a command, the astronauts obey it. When the spaceship's commander gives an order, his men follow it to the letter. That's one kind of discipline our children are learning about. But they are seeing another kind on every venture into outer space. And that's the internal kind of discipline, the self-discipline that everyone needs to accomplish his goals in life. Our astronauts were chosen in great part because they were men who had mastered themselves, their emotions, their actions, their reactions. They and their wonderful wives and families down here on Earth are giving us living proof of the importance of discipline in our everyday lives, as well as on great adventures. They're showing us in a direct, immediate, personal way that without discipline, no great deeds can be accomplished, that with it, nothing can stand in our way. And their own self-mastery is a challenge to all of us to learn to control ourselves, and therefore control and direct our future.